Welcome back, traders, and in this video we got some more news. This is just, we're on a roll here. Niantic just keeps on going and snowballing, and it keeps on doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down, taking that glove and just punching themselves in the face. Stop hitting yourself. That's Niantic. Stop hitting yourself. That's what they What's good, everybody? Let's go ahead and get into this. So Niantic has made a statement on behalf of everybody reporting on their low revenue because of, them cutting down the remote raids. So, you ready for the gaslighting? There's going to be some gaslighting, I guess. But I just feel like, why do you need to make a statement? Because so much news has come out on how much revenue you've lost following you nerfing one of the most exciting and helpful things that was introduced into the game, which I know was a temporary thing, but you didn't have to go full nerf. I'm not going to say the other word because I'm going to get demonetized if I do, because we're living in a sissy world now. So you can't say a lot of these words even if you're joking. So let's go ahead and let's see what Niantic had to say here. So they made a comment here. They did an interview with somebody. I'm sure they very curated who they had an interview with. And forgive me, the sun is extremely bright. Oh man, gotta love water. I love water so much. Alright, so this is what they said to them. We generally do not comment on third-party statements of our revenue as they are often incorrect, which is the case here. You gotta love it. You gotta love this. No, we're doing fine. Everything's okay. No, you are. Alright, so a Niantic spokesperson said, our revenue as far as 2023 is up on this year. So, I mean, they said it's up, which it probably is for this year. But as time goes on, as we did see the decrease in April for the revenue, I'm sure it's going to make a trend in that as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on here. The statement does not counter the claim that April's App Store revenue was down month on month, something Niantic struggled with, simply business as usual. Yeah, that makes sense. Money goes up and down. You just never a consistent amount of money being brung in, no matter what kind of a business you are. There's down times, there's high times. It really depends on the season, what's going on in the world, and especially for what is going on in Pokemon Go, given the events that are presented to us and how good they are and how much we personally want to invest in these events. So that does make sense, so we can't disagree with that. Alright, another quote we're going to go ahead and see here. We do not focus on month-to-month trends because they fluctuate based on the majority of live events, which is what we were just saying, that we can't deny that. Niantic continued. This year's changes have already increased in-person rating, and we're excited to introduce exciting new features over the coming months. Okay. That's it. That's all we got to read. Okay, so they're going to be bringing exciting new features. We've been over this, and let's go ahead and talk about this. So, yes. We know Niantic knew that as soon as they did take away remote raids, they were going to be losing revenue. Absolutely. That's common sense. If they didn't think they were actually going to lose revenue, then they are doomed for sure, no matter how big their IP is. Doesn't matter. They're doomed for good. So at least they got that down. They get that. All right. So yes, it does depend on the events that we currently do have in the game. If there's something great, meta relevant, that we want to hatch a new shiny that's also meta relevant, you're going to see a massive increase of people raiding and trying to go out and get it. Especially when you did see those remote raids, we were going to go as hard as we can, as much as we wanted, for as long as we wanted, until it was gone. We could be sitting in our bed at 3:30 a.m., wake up for a second, see an invite, and go ahead and accept that. I mean, that was awesome. I loved it. You can still do that now, but you're limited to 5 per day. So yes, we do love raiding. We are going to go hard on really good events. And yes, the past couple of months have been kind of mediocre as far as those actual relevant Pokemon are concerned. It was a bunch of junk. But that doesn't really matter too much because they're gaslighting a little bit. I wouldn't go as far as saying gaslighting, but they're delusional in their own sense, I guess, because if they think that this is fine and they're up on, they said that there's another part that said that they're up on in-person raids. So yeah, that would make sense. Since you did limit the remote raids, you're going to see a slight increase in the in-person raids. But as the revenue seen and spoke for itself, you're down. Now, that doesn't take into account for many other things, including, I don't know if they would be included. I'm sure it would, but they are starting to roll out this thing. I don't know. I guess I could put it up here, but they have on their website, and it is available in some countries, but still not available currently for me, where you can directly purchase Pokecoins from them. And it is actually going to give you additional extra Pokecoins on top of what you're purchasing as a bonus for going through their site, which is not a bad deal. If you're going to purchase Pokecoins, if you're going to get something free on the side, then okay. But if it's really low, like, come on, don't entice us with 50 cents. Don't be an idiot. But it is pretty decent. I personally buy the 100 Google Play cards. I just do $100 because it's just the best deal. Well, I mean, I know you could purchase the dollar one and, you get all that, but I just go for the 100 flat out, and you'll get a lot of extra coins. So we do have that. I don't know if that's actually going to be registered on their website as well, or it calculated into the revenue. I would assume it is, but that's also another thing on the table that we have to keep into consideration. But the fact that they're saying that they're fine, I feel like it's cope. They're coping with the fact that they are going down with the ship. They want it to go back to normal, but they bring out something that was so revolutionary for this game, and to nerf it so quickly, so dramatically, is going to bring a shock to the community. And they're just going to say, instead of easing your way into that cold water, they just threw us in there. It was a shock. So a lot of people are just walking away. But it's a shock. Oh my goodness, it's such a shock. Poke, what are you talking about? It's just a game. They don't have to play. Okay, yeah, well, I'm talking in the sense of just, day to day looking at the game and saying, oh, that's a lot of money. I think I'm good. Or I only can do 5. Oh, okay, well, it's not worth the grind. I'm not going to do just 5 a day. I want to I was going to go hard and max out this legendary. I don't want to, have a little piece here and a little piece there. I want the whole damn pie. All right. So there it is. Niantic made a response. I think it's funny because why do you need to respond? Because everybody was reporting on it and it's making them look bad. And so now they have to come out and make a statement, and they know that the YouTubers are going to make videos responding to their newer response so they can get that word out again. But I'm here to tell you, do not be fooled by their bullshit. Okay? I mean, I can't tell you everything that's going on here, and I'm sure they think everything's okay, but delusion only can take you so far before you hit a wall and you realize, oh no, maybe I was wrong. You're not going to say it out loud. You're going to say it to yourself, because that's all you can do. We already know you're delusional. So why say it out loud to make yourself look even stupider? So yeah, that's where we're at here. Niantic is doubling down and saying, hey, everything's okay. Everything's all right. Again, this is my job. I want this game to flourish. I want this game to prosper, and I want it to do well. But I'm also going to keep on bringing out this news every time there's something to come out with, because, hey, it's content, and I'm sure you all want to keep yourselves in the loop and you like these videos. So anyways, if you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Just thought I'd bring you this quick video to let you know what is going on here. I'm staying to the side because, as you can see here, it is got the sun right in front of me, so it's about that time of day. But hey, there we're at. That's where we're at with Niantic. They said everything's all right. They lost millions. That's okay. We're up. See, let me put it into perspective this way. Say I make a certain amount of money as expected each month from YouTube, and then it dramatically goes down. Would I say everything's okay? Yeah, I would say everything's okay. It doesn't mean everything is fine, because if I did something that specifically directed and to the cut of revenue that I got, say I just said something really unhinged. Okay, I'm not even gonna give you an example. Okay, let's just say, okay, case of something unhinged. That sounds not too off, crazy, because I do it all the time. But that is the kind of backlash. So say I was getting good revenue, I did something completely unhinged that got me canceled. Just seriously, like, people, even my most dedicated fans out there that are watching you guys, were like, oh man, I can't stand behind that. He just took it a step too far, which people can do that. And then I saw a dip in my revenue. I would get a little nervous, because that doesn't mean, oh, well, it's just a down month. We're down because I did something to make it go down. It's not going down because, oh, it's just a bad month for YouTube. It's because I screwed up and they screwed up. So it's not because, oh, it's just a bad month. it's because they did something, and this trend is going to continue. See where I'm going with this? So we'll just have to see where this is going. It's going to be a fun thing to follow and watch, because, you know, this is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning when the first Heroes Niantic. They're not going to keep on replying to you and saying, giving you insight on what's going on. What did you think, that they were going to keep doing that? What? Well, you really thought they were going to keep on giving you insight? They didn't never really do it. They never really told you what their favorite Pokemon was and what kind of how they like to play community days, what their favorite place is to play Pokemon, those kind of things. Nothing really that you really want to know. Like, okay, so we heard all the issues with Go Battle League. There's frame drops. You can't use your shields. You can't tap your charge moves. We're gonna see here. Let's talk about why these issues are occurring. That would have been a developer diaries, not this favorite shiny shit. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.